Okay, this is a 1991 Chevy Suburban. This right here is one awesome Suburban, I'll tell you that. Whoever gets this is going to fall in love with it. All the interior is really nice. And it's really early in the morning here right now. So the light's going to get better. It's just about sunrise, but it's got the sagging headliner. But that's about it. All the rest of it, I'll go ahead and fire it. Well, I'll show you a couple things before I turn it on. She's a little bit loud, but all the carpet is really nice. All the door panels, all the seats. Just the truck is in really, really good shape. It's got a little bit of wear right here, but nothing that stands out too much. It's got power lock, so that sits right there, so that'll open and close your locks for you. Well, it didn't. So I'll do it manually. But anyway, it's just a really nice rig. Like I say, all your seats are in really, really good shape. And I'll go to the back. And it does have this seat belt, and it's stuck in the little clicker. But I haven't really tinkered on it too much, but it's one of those things. I mean, you're gonna see little things that are gonna need attention. So, but they've got all the, I'll put this back where it goes. But it's got a lot of nice things about it that I don't think that you really find on these Suburbans anymore. Like, everything on this thing has been kept original, and it just really is a nice rig. You got all your carpet back here in good shape. Like I say, for 91, I mean, the carpets are really, really nice. It's got a couple little, you see little things like that, but it's not a perfect rig. So it's a very, very nice rig. So if you're looking for a nice driver, and it does have a ding right here, that's where you get the sticker. I thought that was quite funny, but it does have a ding. And the other thing I was wondering is it says Harold, and I've never heard of Harold Suburban, so I don't know what that is or where it came from or what the deal is with that, but I'll go ahead and fire her up. It's got a brand new exhaust on it too, and this is a cold start in the morning. It's probably around 60 degrees here. It's pretty cold. This is a cold start. It's all fuel injected. And it sounds mean. But it'll idle down once it warms up. And this thing runs like no other. Go ahead and pop that hood. Carpet on it. Got a new alternator. see if it's gonna idle down. And it's got a lot of, still a little cold. It'll idle down once it gets up to temperature. But it's got a lot of things in it. The rear end's bigger, the brakes are bigger. It's got that brake controller. This thing is just built probably better than most. Transmission has a kit in it, but look at the size of those brakes. And believe it or not, this thing is quicker than most newer trucks. I mean, this thing gets on it for, I mean, it's not really even modded up, but it's got this catalytic converter's been changed out to a high performance one, and the muffler's been changed out. And I've got a receipt. Look in the pictures, I've got a receipt. It's like a carbon muffler. I believe that's what it's called. But it's carbon, and it just sounds great. Inside the cab, it's not real loud. There it sits. So right here, that's what it looks like. And then you've got that right here. Both of those pieces are brand new. And no rust whatsoever. It's just got that light brown stuff, but nothing that's gone through. This thing has solid floors all the way down. But it's just a beautiful rig, it really is. I think finding ones like this are nearly impossible. See, it's starting to idle down. You can kind of hear that. But just going around it. And like I say, it's not perfect, but it's nice. If you're looking at something that looks good going down the road, I mean, this thing gets eyes all the time. It's one of the funnest drivers you'll ever have. I almost hate getting rid of it. I like it that much. But it's kind of how I make my money, so it's one of those things. But it doesn't leak, drip, nothing. And this motor just runs out like no other motor. This 454, I didn't know they put that kind of power in these things, but like I say, I've had a lot of people try to get me at the stoplights, like truck-wise, and I mean, I roll away from them. It's like one of those things, you just don't expect it to have that kind of power, but you could pull anything with this thing. But if there's anything that I missed in the video, like I say, the AC's hooked up. It's got these little power mirrors. And is how you work these is you flip it to the side that you want to turn. Like if I'm doing this one, you'll see how it moves around, but it's pretty cool that it's got so many options in it. You got little holders for your books and stuff, but the power window, they all work. This driver one, the only thing is sometimes it falls out of its track, and you'll see it working right now. But when it does that, you just hold it and make sure this is against, and it'll go right back up. So right now it's in its track, but if it falls away from it, you've got, there's that side, and that one's a little slow. You got this one right here, and you got your back one over here. Oh wait, that one didn't work, that's right. I'll go try it from the actual switch over there. Well, I was thinking of another car that I had. But this one right here, I don't believe this one. We'll try it from the switch. Yeah, so either the motor or the switch is bad. That's my guess. Because I believe these all interconnect with each other. So it could be the switch too. But anyway, just underneath your doors, all solid. I mean, everything on this thing is just solid. just a very neat rig. If you're into these Suburbans, this 454, I think it's rare. I really do. I mean, I've had people say they made them in these, but you don't see them, and especially in this kind of shape. Give you the light test, and you hear how it idled down. It's a fuel injected motor, so, and if you look up these types of motors, people can put big power to these things pretty easy. So lights, and you got your horn don't work. That's the other thing that don't work. Your heater and all that works. Turn that on. Heat, you can kind of hear it. Your windshield wipers work. The blinkers you got to turn off manually, so you just have to do it manually. I think the switch is probably bad, but oh yeah, lights, we were on lights. So there's those ones, but make sure to go through and look at my pictures too. Oh yeah, the clickers, I think. Oh wait, it's on here. And there's your outside lights. But yeah, even the chrome's all good. You know, it's not perfect. It's got a little haze to it. But this thing truly is a beauty. If you're looking for something cool and nice, it is. And I think it would drive anywhere. You know, it's a good running rig. It really is. This muffler, sometimes when it's warm and you turn it off, when you start it up, you'll see a little puff of smoke, and that's it, and then it just stops. So I think its valve guide seals probably get old, and that's where you're getting that little puff of smoke on the first start. But besides that, you even got this little light right here. Look at that. It's a solid rig. Very solid. And I'm telling you, this thing is fun. Go ahead and take you for a ride, and I'm going to take a whole bunch of pictures. And it's got this stereo, and then you've got this plug to plug into whatever device you have. So the stereo in it works. So if you got stuff you want to listen to that accepts that cord, you're good to go. So anyway, we'll go ahead and take you for a ride, and then, like I say, make sure to look through all the pictures. And I really do think you'd be hard pressed to find one this nice. I mean, the way it goes down the road, it's just solid, straight. It's not all over the place. It just tracks really nice, and it sounds really good. Always let them warm up a little bit before I actually get on them, but you can kind of hear that power, and just look at that steering wheel, just dead on. I mean, this is barely even holding anything. But anyway, make sure to go through all my pictures too, and if you have anything, or if there's something I left out, let me know. You got cruise control also, sits right there, and that works great too. You can just hit it and just cruise. And believe it or not, and the other reason I think this is rare is the 454 is fuel injected with an overdrive transmission. So I mean, this thing is made to haul, tow, whatever you want to do. But you can kind of see, I mean, it just gets on the move. At one time I used to have a newer, it was what was it, like an 8.1. It was like the bigger motor than this. I want to say like a maybe 496 is what it was. But this runs about like that, and that was a newer setup and a bigger motor. So unless someone's maybe put a tune on this, changed out the, I think it's an ECU, but changed that out. I think that maybe that's why it's got more power than most. And you'll feel the brakes when you're pressing down. But just look at the get-go on this. I mean, it doesn't stop when you get into it. It got just power that don't stop. It's just surprising, I'll tell you that, for 91. It just blows my mind that they made a truck like this in 91 that was this powerful, you know. Kind of roll that window so you can hear that rumble out there. Just really nice sound. When all your gauges work, it's got a, that's the other thing, the brake light does stay on, but I think it's just a fault somewhere. That's my guess, because the brakes, everything on it, even the power brake, you can kind of see that light. Like, you can tell it's got like very good power. It doesn't do anything it's not supposed to. But yeah, it's solid. You can kind of hear that out there. Inside the cab, it's not too bad. You know, it's pretty mellow. Outside, it's got more of a throne to it. We're gonna be stuck behind a school bus. But it really is one of the funnest rigs I've driven. I mean, this thing, and like I said, I've had hundreds of cars. I love cars. I've always loved cars since I was a kid. And this one really is one of my favorites. And I never thought I would say that about a 91 Suburban, you know. Two-wheel drive. I mean, to me, it's like a little hot rod. And the type of motor this is, a lot of guys say that the parts for them, like, you can get like peanut heads, and you can do all kinds of things and make just really big power really easy. But anyway, this is going to be pretty much the end of my video. I'm stuck behind this school bus, and I'm going to take my 100 pictures. It's going to be close to a full tank of gas, whoever buys it. Like I say, all your gauges work. It's an old used rig. Like I say, they're all projects, so don't be expecting you're never gonna have to work on it, because it's just the name of the game. That's why we love these old cars. But anyway, anything I missed out, get a hold of me, and we will go from there. You have a great morning. Bye-bye.